I just feel that we all must care for our people, regardless whether they are at executive level, manager level, or at a janitorial level. They all are working for us, and we are working for them.
परफेक्ट. सो नमस्ते दिनेश जी, आपका बेहद दिल से बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे इस पॉडकास्ट सीरीज में आने के लिए, जिसका नाम है गुफ्तगू विद दीक्षा देव. और आज हम आपसे सीखेंगे एफएम की गूढ़ बातें, जहां पे हमने खुद को वैक्सीनेशन तो लगा लिया, पर एफएम को हम मजबूत, सशक्त और उतना ही उन्नत कैसे बनाए. तो थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग दिनेश जी, बेहद दिल से शुक्रिया.
Same here. Thank you so much, Diksha. And I would love to talk to you a lot. I'm sure this session is going to be one of the most exciting sessions for all of us. And even those people who see this are going to enjoy it.
Absolutely. Fantastic, Dinesh ji. आपकी एनर्जी बहुत ही ज्यादा charismatic है. Please keep this up. Very amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति तो नहीं है, बट आपका पहला सवाल. All right.
Okay.
So, दिनेश जी, हमें थोड़ा बताइए कि हम लोग सबसे पहले टच पॉइंट्स को आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करें, क्योंकि हमने ये तो देखा है कि बिल्डिंग्स में अभी भी एक फ्रिक्शन है कि हम नहीं जाना चाहते, हमें सेफ नहीं लग रहा है. तो उस पर्टिकुलर में हम एज एन एफएम फ्रेटर्निटी कैसे उसे सुनिश्चित करें कि टच पॉइंट्स हैं, और एलिमिनेशन कैसे करें. ओवर टू यू सर.
Yeah. So eventually, if we see and look at it, today it's all about business. All developers, all companies, they want employees to come back to offices and start working in their offices. And of course, though it is proven fact that we are comfortable working from home, however, the work atmosphere is a different atmosphere. We get to meet colleagues here, we gain energy from them. There are a lot of interaction that happens even among so many people, which does not happen at home. I'm sure we would not like to get into an official conversation with our families, right? At the same time, there are two stakeholders, if you ask me. One is the FM, as you said, definitely we need to strengthen the FM operations. Second is putting that thought and safety aspect in the minds of the employees, that once they come to the office, they are safe. And that is where the concept of touch point comes into place, right? Now, identifying the touch points, if you ask me, there are hundreds and thousands of touch points across the facility. From the point employee comes to the facility to the point he or she goes back home. See, even if I'm sitting here on this chair as of now, I'm touching this chair, right? And there are hundreds of such chairs in the office. How do we ensure that each and every chair is sanitized before someone else is sitting? It is really not practical. In all practicalities, it's not becoming easy for us as FM professionals. However, there are certain places where we must think and we must act upon. I know 100%, if it was possible to eliminate the touch points 100%, we wouldn't have had first, then second wave, and then third wave. We wouldn't have had it. It is not possible 100%, but yes, of course, we can't lose the hope because it is not 100%. For whatever extent we can do, we should be able to do that, and we have been doing it. Now, if I have to give you an example from the point when employee comes to an office, the first thing where he is stopped, the first point where he is stopped is the main gate. Now, we have the technology, including the face recognition technology, wherein employee does not even need to put his biometric or even flash the card. The technology, the camera will sense his face and he's the right person, the boom barrier will open. Or if the employee is traveling in the car, you have the RFIDs, or you have the ANPR, automatic number plate recognition. It opens, the employee comes in. Once he comes in, he stands in front of a tablet wherein his body temperature is taken without touching anything. So as of now, employee hasn't touched anything. They just come. The employee, okay, just for the ease, I'm just saying he, otherwise, of course, it is for both the genders. I can't keep saying he and she. So just using one singular gender now. Now, once the employees come to the reception, the temperature screening is done, then flashes the card for the entry at the gate. So automatically the gate is going to open, and then he goes, or the flap barrier is going to open, and then he goes to the elevator. Elevator, you have again a sensors placed. he flashes his access card, the elevator door opens. Now it is already programmed that this access card person has to stop at this particular floor. So in that case, automatically the elevator would stop. He don't have to even touch the buttons or try to open the door, nothing. It opens, he goes to his main office where he has to enter. Again, the same kind of arrangement is made. Then you have ultraviolet sanitization machines inside the office. Again, that's the C type, which are not good for human. However, these are bad for the viruses, but this can't be done when there's an human interaction happening. So you have to do it only when these are not there. So that's the time when he comes, and before the employee joins the office, his desk and everything is very well sanitized through ultraviolet rays. Eventually, he is not going to affected or having some kind of chemical smell, nothing like it. So that sanitization is there. The only point here now, the employee has to restrict himself within his premises so that he do not interact with so many people. Now there are many questions and issues come in. How about when the air conditioning is shared between two offices? How do we sanitize here? So there are solutions for that as well. We can sanitize the ducts which are there for air conditioning, and eventually you can make a premises which may not be 100%, but to a large extent touchless, so that people are safe and they feel safe. And I believe more than being safe, it's about the mindset to feel that I'm safe. If it's there in their mind that I'm safe, I'm sure they would love to come to office, because we all love to join offices and interact with our people. Yeah.
Very well said, Dinesh ji. I love this fact कि mindset में भी थोड़ा हमें सुधार लाना पड़ेगा कि सेफ है,
Yes.
उस माइंडसेट को भी चेंज करें और वापस हम लोग साथ में जुड़ के काम करें. तो दिनेश जी, बहुत उम्दा आपने बात कही. अब हम थोड़ा इसमें और डिटेल में समझेंगे. आपने विजिटर्स की बात कर दी, आपने एंड यूजर एम्प्लॉइज की बात कर दी. तो अगर मैं आपसे ये पूछूं कि सुपरवाइजर और जेनिटर्स के लिए हम क्या कर रहे हैं, वो जो डेली रोजमर्रा का काम करते हैं, उसमें हम कैसे उनकी मदद कर रहे हैं एज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू हेल्प टू ऑल्सो मेक श्योर कि वो लोग भी ऊपर आए, वो लोग भी सशक्त महसूस करें. ओवर टू यू दिनेश जी.
Cool. Thank you. It's an excellent question. And because every employee feels that he or she should be empowered, they should be working at a state of art technology. Now, I would give the example of my own site, the premises which we are managing as an organization. First is that each and every FM operation at our site is digitized and it is IoT based. So the recent thing which we have won 2 awards for that. For example, sitting here in my office in Mumbai, I am able to know what is the status of each and every breaker, what is the amount of water we have in each and every tank. If the water tank is getting empty, automatically the motor starts, the tanks are getting filled up. What is the level of diesel? What is the level of battery in the diesel generator? Anything and everything has been placed on an IoT-based solution, because of which even my operators are able to see it from their mobile. They don't have to touch those books. So there are 2 advantages to it. Number 1 is that we are going completely digital, so there are no touch points to it. Second point is that we are being more environmental cautious, that we don't end up having many checklists and pages. We are done away with that. This is an IoT based solution. Now coming to the digitization, we are management reports on a daily basis, whether it's an AMC, even the checklist which they were filling, now there are no manual checklists. Everything is digital. They get to know the parameters. They know. Now what used to happen earlier is that they fill up something, but they don't know what they're filling is right or wrong. Today the system is telling that, okay, whatever you have filled is right or you are wrong. So in that case, we are giving that kind of environment where they feel that they are working at an organizational atmosphere which is at 1 notch ahead. They feel more empowered. They feel that no, we are working at something which is above what rest of the world is working. And that is how we have made sure that even for our janitors, for our technicians, everyone, it is all digitized. And going forward, we are going standardization of digitization across all our sites. So another 5 months or 3 months of time, we would have all our sites completely digitized, standardized, and working on an IoT-based automation. And that is where we feel the real empowerment comes for the janitor and the ground staff as well. And this I'm saying in addition to the respect they deserve, because that is most important thing. And any human being, They want to feel important regardless of the work they do, whether you, me, janitor, and we need to ensure that we make them feel important, that yes, this organization, you are most important part of it, and we are successful, you are contributing towards the success of the organization. That's what my take on this.
वेरी नाइस दिनेश जी. एक टाइम पे तो ऐसा आ गया था कि बस कर, रुलाएगा क्या पगले. It was super amazing when you said, like, of course we have to be very compassionate with our people who working day and night for us to make things happen. So वो होता है ना एक emotional movement. तो I think जब आप लोगों से attach होगे, जब आप emotional होगे, तभी आगे काम हो पाएगा. प्यार मोहब्बत की कमी, I think that is what we have to go for people. Anyways, गोइंग फॉरवर्ड सर, दिनेश जी, मुझे आपसे ये भी जानना है कि अडैप्शन, जब हम बात करते हैं डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन या डिजिटल अडैप्शन, तो जब हम सुपरवाइजर्स की बात करते हैं, हमारे उन लोगों की बात करते हैं जिन्हें हम उतना वैल्यू नहीं समझते थे, जो कि आज हम समझते हैं, बट उन लोगों को डिजिटल में अडैप्ट करना और उसको आगे लेके जाना, वो आपके लिए कितना चैलेंजिंग है, या कैसे एक चैलेंज आप समझते हैं, या इजी है? ओवर टू यू सर.
Yeah. See, anything, whether it's easy or difficult, totally depends on whether we have clear awareness about it or not. If I know something, it's easy. If I don't know something, it's difficult. Now, nobody has taught us how to use WhatsApp. There was no formal training for using Facebook. There's no formal training for using Instagram. But the kind of features all these apps are having, and even nowadays, even the older generation are using this application to the maximum extent. Why did it happen? It is happening purely out of the awareness. And that is why we intend to do that. Whenever we try to implement something, one most important, okay, let me tell you, how do a person generates interest into doing something when they find that whatever going to happen is going to benefit them. So each individual in this world is interested about me. What do you have for me? He is not interested in you. So if I say this is something new, he will try to see what is it this system is bringing for me. So the first point is to tell them the advantages of how this technology is going to make his life easy. How is it that he is going to be more efficient, more productive? How is it that he is going to save more time? How is it that his work efforts are going to get reduced? And once he understands and grasps the entire concept of this technology coming with a lot of benefits, just see the acceptance will be immediate. And that is where the adoption and acceptance of the training and then self-interest. Okay, I did not understand it. Can you tell me how this particular feature is going to function? How can you help me in learning this? That is where the change is going to happen. Yeah.
अमेजिंग दिनेश जी, बहुत उम्दा आपने बोला कि हमें किसी ने व्हाट्सएप का गाइड बुक नहीं दिया था, फेसबुक हमने खुद सीखा है. तो आई थिंक टेक्नोलॉजी हैज टू बी इजी. इससे मुझे ये समझ में आ रहा है टेक्नोलॉजी डिफिकल्ट नहीं, आसान होनी चाहिए, एकदम आसान शब्दों में होनी चाहिए, ऐसा कोई फैंसी नेविगेशंस नहीं होने चाहिए. आई थिंक वन पार्ट इज दिस. सेकंड पार्ट इज दिस कि आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो आप इट्स गोइंग टू बी फन, यू शुड लर्न फ्रॉम अदर्स कैसे सीखना एंड ऑल दैट. एनीवेज,
being user friendly is really very important. If you see any of the most successful applications today, be it Naukri.com or be Amazon for that example, their success lies also, in addition to their customer service, it also lies into their user friendliness. So technology has to be user friendly. If it is complicated, people would just avoid it. Otherwise, many such portals, they are not making successful stories.
Of course, sir. I think हमें जिनके लिए हम बना रहे हैं उनके साथ बैठ के बनाएं और यूजर फ्रेंडली बनाएं तो काफी सक्सेस हो सकता है. So last question, Dinesh, I won't take much of your time. You have a flight to catch. But last question, Dinesh जी, कि आपका कोई मैसेज हो, क्या ट्रेंड होगा अगर हम बात करें फैसिलिटी मैनेजमेंट में टचलेस डिजिटलाइजेशन का 5 years from now? Or what is your last message to all the FM fraternity leaders out there? Over to you, sir.
So one is that trend is definitely going to go towards automation and digitization. And this is because we don't believe too much into human intervention as of today. There are likely to be errors. There are likely to be delays in reporting. There are likely to be manipulation of information. And that happens as part of human behavior, regardless of, you might have the most trusted person, but 100% in the team will not be 100% transparent with us. And at times, timeliness, accuracy, reliability, these all things matter a lot for us when it comes to information and data. So trend is going to be on information and data. The last message from my side to the entire FM fraternity is that do care for your people, because those are the ones because of whom you are having your own successful life and a career. Even at the ground level person, I remember when I was a facility manager at one of the site, and then I became a senior director at a very senior position working at a national level. I happened to visit that site just to live that memories and feel nostalgic. And it's like the Munna Bhai MBBS. We used to call him as a mama. He's a janitor. I was in my blazers. He came and just hugged me, saying, "Sir, आप कहाँ चले गए थे? हम आपको कितना miss कर रहे थे." And that I believe is a true love. That I believe is a true love. And I just feel that we all must care for our people, regardless whether they are at executive level, manager level, or at a janitorial level. They all are working for us, and we are working for them.